John, we're going to dive in right now so all of you can learn more about these amazing stores. Mark, where are we heading next?
Well, we're going to stay up in the far east of the United States, up in New England sort of, and we're going to go to Orono IGA in Orono, Maine for Bob Kraft and David Pike.
When Bob Kraft and David Pike took over 2 IGAs in Maine 6 years ago, these longtime employees turned business partners were fulfilling a dream that went all the way back to high school when they were stocking shelves at Calais IGA. From the beginning, these co-workers knew they were owners in the making, and they have proven that with 2 extremely successful stores, including the recently remodeled, award-winning Orono IGA. All it takes is one visit to Orono IGA to see why it's become the center of this East Central Maine community. Orono IGA is the one-stop destination for the community's needs, from fresh produce and quality meats, to bakery treats, fresh flowers, and a wide array of wine, beer, and liquor. Busy community members flock to the store each evening for convenient meal solutions like rotisserie chicken, salads, and other store delights. But for the shoppers of Orono IGA, the experience is about more than just buying groceries. It's about community connection. That's because shoppers know when they shop Orono IGA, they're giving back to a store that gives back to them. From supporting the local YMCA, Rotary Club, and American Legion, to local churches, youth sports, supplying food for community events, delivering turkey baskets during Thanksgiving, and hosting a raffle for a 5-minute shopping spree with proceeds going to the local food pantry. Orono IGA is always there to lend a helping hand to anyone in need in the community. Together, Bob and David have brought new meaning to IGA Hometown Proud in Orono and Calais, developing a covenant with employees, shoppers, and community members that's not about selling boxes and cans, but rather lifting up the community in every possible way. As Bob put it,
we have a lot of great employees, a lot of great customers. They know that we're fully invested into the community. I think they know that we're hometown proud. I think they know that we will be there for them.
Again, the job is just such a privilege, and the opportunity to meet these incredible families. You guys can come on up.
They're walking down.
Please do. I've got actually a lot to say about this store and this family. But actually, before I can talk about them, I have to talk about somebody else. Come up on stage and join us here. There are people that come along in an industry, and you hear their name, and their name is sort of bigger, like they become like they become brands in their own right. And there was an IGA CEO who was like that, Dr. Thomas Haggai. And for those of you who got a chance to meet him, right, he was bigger than life. And he was an evangelical minister running a retail company, which is unusual in itself. He was an immigrant that came to the United States and had ended up as a radio celebrity talking about small business and about community and about giving back and all these amazing phrases. And he ended up the CEO of IGA. And when I first when I first heard about IGA, I was sort of curious. I was like, why did they choose a minister to run a retail company? And then you come on board this company, you start meeting people, and you realize, like the video says, like I've said before, like, yeah, we sell food, but we do so much more. The role we play in our community, and you guys know this, right? The role you play in community isn't just you're feeding families, but also you're supporting every possible local charity. You're invested in the sports teams. You're invested in the city council and the mayors, and they're all in your stores because they know. They're not dumb. They know if that retail store survives and thrives, so does the strip mall, so does the community, so does their city. And of course, we see it the other way when a disaster happens and something goes wrong, a fire or a flood or something, and the store fails. And suddenly those communities come out and they raise money on Kickstarter, and they come in and they repair the stores and they do amazing things because the community understands in that moment that without access to a real, authentic local grocer, that they're in peril of not being able to feed their family in the way that they want. And so then you go to meet these guys, and you meet these two entrepreneurs that they worked in the store, I don't know what the leverage ratio from your bankers look like at the moment, but they stepped forward and they took a risk, put their family and their fortunes at risk, and they step in and said, we're going to run these stores and we're going to come in and we're going to continue the legacy of local grocery retailing. But they're not going to just sit on their laurels. They're going to come in and reinvest in the store. They're going to put all new hardware in. They're going to leverage it up because they know that in the end, what they're doing is good and right. And I try to imagine the conversations that I had with Tom and that Mark and I have talked about, and how proud he would have been in the moment to have met these young entrepreneurs, to have been in their stores, and to say, the phrase hometown proud, which is a marketing phrase, a strategy, is never more clear than these incredible guys that have put this amazing store together, and their families and their teams. So with great pleasure, it's incredible pleasure, I am so proud to announce that not only have you won our biggest award, which is Retailer of the Year, but only for the second time in our history, we're awarding the Thomas S. Haggai Hometown Proud Award winner, Bob Kraft and David Pike. Congratulations.
I want to thank John and Doug and Mark, and the family of Dr. Tom Haggai, and the rest of the IGA team for these prestigious awards. I don't take them lightly. We've lost sleep over it. We worked pretty damn hard for a long, long time, and it's really nice to get recognized. We'd like to thank our employees at the Orono and Calais IGAs, past and present, our customers, our amazing communities, our friends and family, the CNS wholesalers, especially Mike Tarloff, for believing in us and nominating us for the Retailer of the Year. Our old bosses, Ed and Kathy Bell, we were Bell's IGA before. They took a chance on hiring Dave and I when we were 14 years old. If you can believe that, that was a few years ago. 86 and 91. They took another chance on us in 1999 when they opened our Orono store 100 miles away from our Calais store. And then they finally took an ultimate chance on us when they sold us the stores in 2019. A multi-million-dollar loan we paid off in less than 5 years. Dave put everything into that store, not taking no bonuses, not doing anything extravagant, just putting it back into our stores and our employees. Ed and Kathy taught us everything we know about how to become successful in the business and in life. Eddie always had a saying, you learn a lot about life in a grocery store, and well, he's right. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here right now because they continue to take chances on us. I'll tell you that we won't ever disappoint them. We will continue their legacy. We can't thank them enough. The Hometown Proud Award is an award that any retailer could ever dream of getting. We believe this award is the highest honors any IGA retailer could ever receive. Again, we've lost a lot of sleep since I got the phone call. A lot of thinking. It is who we are, though. It's who we all are in this whole room. We're all hometown proud. It's what we all do. We strive to do the best that we can do in our communities and help any way possible, especially in times of need. Dr. Tom was and still is an inspiration to all of us. And he has set the example, and he has raised the bar very high of what it means to be hometown proud. We'll continue to be the best that we can be, and we will hold this honor to the highest standards ever and forever. We won't disappoint him. We will continue his legacy as well. These awards mean the world to us, as you probably already know that, and our employees. Thank you for believing in us and giving us this honor. We will continue to grow and be the biggest and best we possibly can in our communities and for our customers. We are Orono and Calais IGAs, and we are hometown proud.